Well, financial institutions are coming under growing pressure to end or slash their financing of fossil fuel industries.
2021 has been another year of adjusting and adapting. While the way we campaign has changed, our focus hasn't. Let's take a look back. After 18 months of strong campaigning and 15,000 members joining the cause, UniSuper confirmed it had dumped Australian oil and gas majors Woodside and Santos from its active investments. Vision Super also added oil and gas companies to its divestment list this year. We put the UK's biggest banks in a race to disaster to see which would be the biggest lender to fossil fuels in 2021. During the Glasgow Climate Conference in November, we decorated the city in our campaign materials, highlighting the major role UK banks play in funding the climate crisis. We helped shareholders hold over 40 companies across Australia, the US, UK, Japan and Indonesia accountable for the role they play in driving up greenhouse gas emissions. This included lodging a dozen shareholder proposals for companies' annual general meetings, generating investor backlash against fossil fuel boards. We continued the fight against Adani's Carmichael megamine. Well over 100 companies have now committed to not finance or work on the Adani Carmichael mine, while Adani companies were removed from sustainable investment products due to their connection to the mine. Japan is one of the few countries still willing to finance new coal power plants in countries such as Bangladesh and Indonesia. So we held a global week of action for Japan to end its coal finance. We brought the concerns of affected community members from Bangladesh to the offices of major Japanese companies like Sumitomo, who were fighting over a proposed new coal power plant. This year we finally got all of Australia's big four banks committed to be out of thermal coal by 2030, but it's what happens in the next year or two that matters most. We made a special case of NAB in 2021, partnering with the Chaser to rebrand them as NOB, due to their greenwash on climate change while financing companies that are expanding fossil fuels. And finally, we joined a campaign that led to one of the world's biggest coal financiers, Bank of China, to announce an end to new financing of coal mines and power plants overseas. It's been a tough year, but we've racked up some important wins for the climate along the way. Thanks so much for being part of our campaigns to drive investment out of dirty coal and gas.
Westpac continues to fund the fossil fuel industry.
Providing funding to the Adani Group risks money being freed up to flow to Carmichael.
Totally incompatible with key climate goals.
I'm really fearful.
We're calling on Hostplus to divest from dirty coal, oil and gas.